Hello friends, welcome back to the OpenCV session. We are going to learn something very fundamental and it's going to be very helpful for you throughout the course. Yes, what is it? I'm going to tell you how to read an image, how to write an image, create a new image, and how to display an image. All these three are very important and they are very easy to use as well. Let's go step by step and I have created a very nice presentation for you. Also, followed by which I'm going to show you a simple demo which you can understand easily and you can try it out in your machine. There are some things that you need to remember before you start going deeper into OpenCV. The first point, OpenCV is not a programming tool or programming language. Instead, it is a package. So you will have to import it like adding it as a package into the tool or programming language that you are using. For example, with Python, I can go ahead for OpenCV. With Java, I can go ahead for OpenCV. Now we are going to use completely Python with OpenCV, and import CV2 is the command or is the line that we will add in every code that we are writing. Let's go into the code right away. I'm going to write a very simple code here, and this code will be explained step by step also, and I'll also show you how this works when I run it. Now the first line of the code is very important: exclamatory mark slash user bin env python 3. This is very much important for you to run it, otherwise you may get an error saying that import not working fine or some related error to that will come. So to avoid that, we need to use this as the first line and it is mandatory. Now the second and the third lines are import numpy as np, import cv2, which is nothing but the OpenCV. This might not be required as of now, but it will be needed in the near future. Now what do we do? The first step is to load a color image in grayscale, which means I'm going to load a color image as a grayscale image. How do we do it? Img is equal to cv2 dot imread. This imread is the method that I'm going to use, and index.png is the name of the file. It can be jpg file, it can be png file, it can be anything, but specify it correctly, and path is very important. Comma 0. This can be 1, 0 or -1. Now this step is very simple. Where I used imread, I used cv2, which is nothing but your OpenCV. So I have imported OpenCV already, and I read the image, and this should be in the the current directory itself. Otherwise you need to give the full path. It might not work otherwise. Now what is the next step? I'm going to show. What are you going to show? You are going to show the image. This is the display. This is like printf statement in your C programming. And then I use cv2 dot wait key of 100, which means this will be displayed for just 100 milliseconds, and if you want it to be displayed for a longer time until you close it, you need to make it 0. I'll show you that as well during the demo. Now what do? We have taken the input image, which is a color image. Now we have shown it as a black and white, the grayscale image. Sorry, it is not black and white, it's grayscale. And I need to save it as a grayscale image itself, and for that I use imwrite, which means I am writing an image using imwrite, and the name of the file is indexgray.png. That's it. It's very simple. We'll go step by step right now and we will understand. The first line of the code I explained you. This sets up everything without which you will get error. The second line is very important, where we use cv2.imread, and that's the method. And remember, the path is very important. The second argument can be 1 or 0 or -1, and imread will load a color image in grayscale. You can also use cv2.imread underscore color underscore grayscale underscore unchanged. All these will be used in near future, so don't worry about it right now. I'll teach you that later. Now what is the next step? We need to display cv2.imshow. Show is nothing but a display, and the most important point here to remember is the window automatically fits to the image size, which means if the image size is, say, for example, 10 cross 10, it will be only 10 cross 10. If it is 25 cross 25, it will be 25 cross 25 as the display. That is very important to remember. Now wait key is where you specify how long the display should be, how long the image should be displayed. And when I put 100 there, it will be 100 milliseconds. If I put 0, it will be for a longer time. Until you close it, it will be there. Indefinite time is what we call it technically. And we can use destroy all windows option, which we are not using in this case. If you use it, all windows will be destroyed. And the last one is nothing but write. We have opened a color image. we displayed it as a grayscale and we are going to save it as a grayscale, and for that I need to use cv2.imwrite indexgray.png. Now this is the name of the new file which is created, which is nothing but the grayscale version of the input image. That's it. We are going to see the demo right now, and I hope you will understand how exactly it works. Now see that here we have got the Linux environment, and I'm going to see and go through step by step. We are opening the file open.py, where I have written the complete stuff for opening the file and showing the file content and then writing it. I did the initial stuff, import is done. Now I am loading cv2.imread. Index.png is the name of the file that I'm going to display, and I am showing that. And then I wait for 100 milliseconds and I write it as indexgray.png. How do I run it? Very simple, /fileopen.py. You could see that something flashed immediately and it went off because the time duration I gave was very limited, and I'm going to increase it right now with the cv2.wait key. When I make it 300, you will see it a little better, but still, yeah, you could see that, but still it's not sufficient. So what do we need to do? We need to make it a 0 for you to have it in an indefinite time frame. So you can see that now it will be displayed. The size of the display is nothing but the size of the file. Now we need to see the available files that we have in our directory, because we have created a new file actually called the indexgray. You can see that there I have got the input file called index.png, and I should have got a new file created here called as indexgray.png. This is the one which is newly created, and this is the input file. This is color, but the second one was a gray. So that's it. It's very simple, and I hope you understood it. Today we have seen three things. The first one was nothing but we have used three things: imshow, imwrite, and imread. All these things are demonstrated, and I hope it was useful. We'll go step by step, and I'm going to spend a lot of time in making you understand the fundamentals. Then we'll go with more of coding deeper with image processing. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, suggestions, please go ahead and type it in the comment box. I'll be able to answer it. Please subscribe if you like the channel and refer it to your friends as well. Thank you.